And now I understand from the news that's coming out, a lot of females have to deal with is homosexual relations in prisons. How can they serve the Nation of Islam? And does the fact that a man is a homosexual have anything to do that negate his coming into the nation and being dealt with by the Nation of Islam?
Let me say this, my dear brother, and to you and our viewing audience. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has been raised up by Allah not to condemn our people, but to reclaim the fallen black man of America. No matter what we are engaged in now, we can be changed from that state into a better state. And for us to say that we will take this one but leave this one off, who are we to pass that kind of judgment on our brothers and sisters? We know the question should be asked, whence came this perversion or this deviation? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has caused us to see and understand that when Allah created this universe, He created everything in the universe to obey Allah. The sun obeys the law under which it is created, the moon, the stars. This planet, Earth, obeys the law of its creation. And what we see in the creation is that no creature deviates from the law under which it is created. The planet moves in its orbit, not disobeying the law one fraction of a second. So teaches Messenger Muhammad, and the astronomers can bear him witness. I don't care where you find an ant on the planet, a bee, a bird, a fowl, fish, they all obey the nature in which they're created. Man is not created to deviate from a certain nature in which he's created. The planet Earth is created to incline to the plane of its orbit 23 degrees, 30 minutes. The planet inclines to the plane of its orbit. This is a natural inclination or leaning. Man by nature is inclined to and leans toward the female. And the female by nature leans toward the male. Now we want to know whence came this deviation. Whence came this Elijah Muhammad has said to us that it was not until a made man came to our planet, a man that was made 6,000 years ago, made from the original man, but made opposite to the nature of the original, made to deviate from the natural way of God and man, made an opposer of the natural way. So naturally, if a man is an opposer of a natural way and deviates from the natural course, his whole lifestyle will be a lifestyle of deviation. Listen very carefully. The Bible says he changed the truth of God into a lie. And when you pervert the truth of God and make it a lie, then what follows from that is a system of perversion, a system of deviation. We didn't learn this freakish behavior in Africa. You cannot find brothers in Africa walking around with broken wrists. You don't find women in Africa running with women. We learned that behavior in our sojourn in America. So since we learned this behavior, we can unlearn this behavior. Again, there is a scripture that reads, as a man thinketh, so is he. If you make a man to think like a woman, we have seen that thought is so powerful, it projects itself totally on the man's brain, and it begins to reshape the material, so that a man who thinks like a woman, his face his features, his movement, everything about him begins to change according to his thoughts. So the scripture says, behold, I make all things new. So we must get rid of the deviation and bring man back to the natural order in which he's created. And the only way to do that is to place in man's brain a new thought. And that new thought will bring up a new idea. And that new thought and idea will reshape the manner of the man, change the form of the man, change the expression of the man. There is no such thing as a homosexual that cannot be changed. There is no such thing as a lesbian that cannot be changed. Almighty God, Allah, is here to change us all up again into a new growth, and to bring us back to the natural order in which we're created.
Basquiat Live 2.0, that was the great Minister Louis Farrakhan in 1972, speaking about homosexuality in the black communities and things like that. So I just wanted to recap on that a little bit so y'all can know what y'all was watching. You did just a little bit more edification. This is part 2 from the part 1. What's the name of the part 1?
Gay rights have destroyed freedom for everyone.
So it should be that same name, or is that similar name?
Yeah,
but
same
part,
name,
part 2.
Yeah.
But this is just what I wanted to show y'all what's going on and where we headed to. Like, subscribe. The more subscribers, the bigger the message. This is Basquiat Live 2.0. And I'm trying to see what else I just really want to just put in the beginning before I go. But like, subscribe, share me on everywhere. I'm doing good. We doing good. But back on that notion, back on what I was talking about off the last one, that is to the point that when you are not, they got it to the point that you are square or queer if you're not gay, or if you don't support they shit, or if you ain't, these motherfuckers even in the mafia, they call them the gay mafia. Be extorting people and a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of this shit. This is a agenda that they doing. They know naturally people is not like that, and you are not like that. It be some people like, what they say, they be like, I was born like this and I was raised like that. Now for the people who was raised like that, I get that part. But being born like that, I don't get that part. You know what I'm saying? How you just be born liking another baby or something like that? How can you be born homosexual? I just don't get that. That's like you liking other babies, like you liking boy babies or you liking girl babies. In this society, they ostracize a lot of the men for doing what they doing, but there's a lot of females doing what they doing. The Most High say both of the shit's an abomination, and both people should be put to death. And y'all wondering why people just dying left to right. Either they down low, or either they not, or either they just not caring no more because this society accept this type of behavior. Like they said it on the first one, they put it on a cereal, they put it on everything. They put a gay agenda on everybody, on everything. And if you not accepting to it, they gonna make you look like a fucking square, or they gonna make you look like you crazy or something. And that's what all they shit, especially for black people. Get about that type of living, get about that type of lifestyle, cause that's not us. Why you think think about this? If we in a restaurant, me, you, whatever. We in a restaurant. We eating good too. Yeah, hostel. We eating good. But we in a restaurant. We see a white gay man walking, flamboyant, flamed up, flaming fag, right? No, that's just a white dude. Then a black dude come in, same thing, flaming fat, this flamboyant is than a motherfucker. We'll be like, well, that's just a white dude, but with the black dude, we're like, what type of, you know what I'm saying? We get angry. You know, even white people get angry. Look at this black gay dude. Like, because it's not normal for black people. Black people always been in civilization of being strong, being powerful. You know what I'm saying? Being rebellious to this system. Now it's like a lot of black people coming into this system or been in the system. I'm just speaking up and just saying, let shit be normal. You know what I'm saying? Go back to a normal way of living, a normal way of life that a male need to be with a female. You know what I'm saying? The female need to be with a male. And the male is the dominant, and let the female be submissive. That don't mean you beat on submissive. Just mean you know how to play your role and you submissive to your man. Just like the lioness is submissive to the lions. You know what I'm saying? You don't see, even dogs don't like that shit. Even cats and if another dog smell another dog and he know that's a boy dog, he ready to fight. Cause now he just smelled some nuts and he don't like it. You know what I'm saying? He just smelled some balls. He don't like smelling. I just smelled. Start fighting. That's why the biggest dog fighting is the same genders. You know what I'm saying? It's male dogs or female dogs. So some dogs just be heavy killers. But the Minister Farrakhan, he really wrapped up a lot of things that I really wanted to say, because this is not a mind frame of our people. This is not a way of life. It's nasty. So many diseases. Then it's an abomination to God. So your life could be counting. Your life could be stopped any moment just by what you think you betraying, or what man said, okay, this is right to do because they put it as a law. It was a law that you couldn't deal and look at black people. I mean, black people couldn't look at white people at one time. So do that make that law right? It was a law that we couldn't sit at their table. Like, if we wanted to sit at their table anyway, white people was acting like black people wanted to sit with them. That was other people with their agenda. Normal black people in them communities, they could have given a flying fuck to eat with these people. They just wanted to eat. When they want to eat. If they want to go out and eat, they want to go out and eat. And then when we do make our own businesses and our great communities and stuff like that, like the Black Wall Street, y'all bound this shit. So y'all got to see black people that there's an agenda to make you like that. The white man been like that. The white man been on homosexuality. And then they want to make your children that. They want to make you that. They want to make everything that you look at that. So that's why you got to keep your mind strong. That's why you got to keep your mind on the Most High and let Him deliver you and let Him lead your path to where you need to go. Certain things you know is not right. Like the Lord said, I'm not the author of confusion. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, I'm not the author of confusion. And that's true. So when things start confusing you, it's little boys and little girls being confused and shit, just like, they confused. I can't wait till that great day come and the Lord reestablish rulership and righteousness in this land, man. There's a lot of wicked shit in this land. There's a lot of people just turning their heads about it. And a lot of people not speaking up about it. A lot of people just saying, well, whatever, it ain't in my household. Until it get in your household. That's what y'all wanna fight for some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. It's not normal. Every other country ain't doing this shit.
It is true.
Every other country not passing gay right laws. It's only in America that they trying to pass gay right laws so gays can have right. Think about that. They trying to make something that's not normal right.
Something that's wrong, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
Something that's wrong is right. So in the near few years, you're going to have little boys walking other little boys to school. Normal. Little girls walking other little girls to school. 14, 15-year-olds and teenagers. If this is not already done, like probably happening right now, I won't put it past this crazy, nasty, corrupt society. And this society, things that you see and project, man, can really fuck with your mind and your mental and your spirit. Get your spirit all confused and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, man, be prayed up and stay prayed up on the righteous track. You dig what I'm saying? This is Romans chapter 1, verse 29. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lust. Even their women exchanged natural sexual relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the men also abominated natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed shameful acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their error. The due penalty for their error. I mean, the Most High killed them. This is in the King James version too. One of the, what we have left of the truth. You dig what I'm saying? Romans chapter 1, verse 26. If I'm not mistaken, that's Paul writings. That's the writings of Paul. I think that's another writings of Paul, Timothy. First Timothy, chapter 1, verse 8. We know that the law is good for one uses its property. We also know that the law is made not for the righteous, but for the lawbreakers and rebels. Let me say that again. This is in Timothy, 1 Timothy. We know that the law is good. If one's using it properly, we also know that the law is made for is not for the righteous, but for the lawbreakers and rebels, the ungodly and the sinful, the unholy and the unrighteous, for those who killed their fathers and mothers, for murder, for sexual immortal, for those practicing homosexuality, for slaves, trades, and liars, projectors, and for those whoever else is conjuring to the sound doctrine that conforms to the gospel concerning the glory of the blessed, concerning the glory blessed which God he entrusted to me. Hold on, I guess they switched it a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry, Slack. It had went to another verse on me, so I just go up to this part right here. We're gonna go over. My hat on. That's what's going on. We also know that the law is made for the righteous, but for the lawbreakers and rebels, the ungodly and sinful, the unholy and unrighteous, of those who killed their fathers or mothers, for murders, for the sexual immoral, for those practicing homosexuality, for slaves, traitors, and liars, and projectors, I guess. And I guess it goes to verse 11 that confirms the gospel concerning the glory of the blessed God, which he entrusted to me. So I guess Timothy's saying he entrusted this to me to say it. Any way how you want to take that. But these is certain scriptures. And that's 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 8. You can go read it for yourself. So it went to verse 8, verse 9 to 10. They kind of switched it up a little bit on here. But even the Most High don't deal with it. Even things in this world, even different origins of species, animals, everything. Everything that minister, the great minister Farrakhan just spoke about almost 45 years ago, to this present day is still breathing and is still in the belly of the beast of a cess haven in our areas, and we could go down in this fire just by dealing with these people, just by accepting this shit, and just by knowing it, that the Most High know that you know this, and if you watching this, you knowing this. So if it might be people out there like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Everybody against gay people. It's gay people against us. Y'all know this shit ain't right. Y'all mad that normal people don't want to accept y'all livelihood, and these people so bold to these days, these gay men and gay women holler at anybody. They disrespectful. You don't even have to be gay, and they'll try to holler at you, or they'll try to solicit you for sex, or they'll try to put your mind frame on, it is something good to do. For the females and males. Girls having chicks and shit like that and then go cheating on them. Same thing with men. These days, them people confused. Gay people are confused. A lot of them are. Come on, you a man, you thinking you a woman. Are you a feminine man? I don't get it. This is Basquiat Live. 2.0. Like, subscribe, share. Just to wrap up to the first one. Hey, may peace be with you, man. Shalom. Hey, get out this mind frame, man. Get out this mind frame, black people. This not us. We strong like lions. Strong like hell. All praises go to Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Wake up, man. Wake up.